This story takes place in Russia, and it centers around a woman whose addiction completely took over her life. Her name is Irina, and when this story begins, she's around 30 years old, living in a small Russian town. Irina has a serious problem. She's deeply addicted to alcohol, vodka specifically. Drinking isn't just a habit for her, it's the only thing she cares about. In 2002, everything starts to fall apart. Irina's husband realizes that she's drunk almost all the time and that she's spending every bit of their money on vodka. Eventually, he puts his foot down and tells her he's cutting her off. No more money for alcohol. That decision makes Irina furious. Instead of trying to get help, she decides she'll get money on her own, no matter how. And that's when she comes up with a terrifying plan. She decides to target elderly women who live alone, usually widows, because they are trusting and vulnerable. Her first victim is an older woman struggling with shopping bags. Irina offers to help her cross the street. The woman is grateful and invites Irina into her apartment. Once inside, when the woman turns her back, Irina grabs a vase and strikes her in the head. The woman later dies from the injury. Irina searches the apartment and finds a small amount of cash, only about $20 worth, but it's enough for vodka. She takes the money and disappears. Police investigate, but the case goes nowhere. That's when Irina, as she's also known, realizes something dangerous. Her plan worked. From that point on, she becomes more calculated. She watches elderly women for days, learning their routines and confirming they live alone. Then she approaches them, pretending to be a social worker or someone offering help. Once invited inside, she waits for the right moment and attacks, sometimes using a hammer or axe from her bag, other times using objects she finds in the apartment. Afterwards, she steals whatever cash she can find, usually just a few thousand rubles, and spends it all on alcohol. Before leaving, she often tries to destroy evidence by starting fires or turning on gas stoves, but most of the time, nothing happens. Over the years, Irina murders woman after woman. She's sloppy, leaving fingerprints behind, making careless mistakes. But police assume the killer must be a man because of how violent the attacks are. Even when witnesses report seeing a woman near crime scenes, investigators dismiss it. By 2010, she has killed 16 elderly women. Her downfall finally comes when one victim survives an attack and clearly identifies her attacker as female. Police release a composite sketch that looks just like Irina. Soon after, Irina targets another woman, Alexandra, someone she actually knows. Alexandra had told a neighbor that Irina would be visiting that day. After Alexandra is murdered, that neighbor gives police Irina's name. Irina is arrested, confesses to the murders, and is found guilty. She's sentenced to about 20 years in prison, partly because Russian law limits the maximum sentence women can receive. And that's how one of Russia's most disturbing serial killers was finally stopped.